Previously from the Hood Blogger.
There were 6 officers that was hit, and on top of that, from all of the shots that were fired, they charged him with 62 attempt charges, bro. 62 attempt charges? Picture that with a Kodak.
Date has been set for the suspect in the worst mass shooting of Philadelphia police officers in city history. 38-year-old Maurice Hill faces dozens of charges.
Yo, this SB Twiz, the Hood Blogger. You already know how I carry it. Shout out to everybody that been rocking with the content, bro. I appreciate y'all. The new subs, man, welcome to the family. All the original subs, you already know how we carry it, man. If you new to the channel, bro, sub. Scroll down the timeline and all that. You won't be disappointed. We on the road to 20K, man. But that's neither here nor there. We gonna get into this video, bro, because this joint right here is out of pocket, bro. The backstory and everything, it was shocking, because I remember when this story got broke, I'm thinking like, all right, you know what I'm saying, normally people don't mess with the Temple students and all of that. They don't really play too much around that Temple area because they know it's hot. You know, they got their own little police district and all of that. The Temple cops that got one job, and their job is to make sure that those college students is good. You dig what I'm saying? Because, you know, people had at times the young boys might mess with them. You know, they might not necessarily jam them and all that, but I just know from being a kid, I remember being a kid and all that, and we saw like the LaSalle students and all that coming running through chewing locusts. They might get some rocks or something thrown at them. You dig what I'm saying? Shake them up a little bit. It was never nothing crazy. I mean, a few times young boys might have went over there and punched on them or something, but that's just the goofy stuff that, you know, we did as young boys. But at the end of the day, this joint right here was crazy, bro, because when they had released who the suspect was, I'm like, yo, what is bro doing up there? Like, you know, I thought that he was like a college student. Like at that point, I'm like, all right, he must either be a college student or connected to one of those little college students, because y'all know they be having like them little Temple parties and all that, the college students. And you know, it'd be a lot of white boys and, you know what I'm saying, and all that out there. And you know, they do what they do. You know, they really don't get bothered and nothing. They be in their own lane. But when I heard the backstory of this joint, bro, I'm like, yo, this out of pocket, but we gonna get into it, man. We gonna get into the story and how did he end up even around that area, and what type time this boy was on, because after he got booked, it was a lot of stuff being pretty much unleashed. So it say the suspect charged with the body of the Temple University police sergeant Christopher Fitzgerald had his preliminary hearing postponed indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? Miles Pfeffer, who was 18 years old, is facing several charges, including the body. He is being held at CFCF, which is, you know what I'm saying, current form hold correctional facility, without bail. Police say he hit and rocked Sergeant Fitzgerald near Temple University campus on February 18th. After the shooting, authorities said Pfeffer stood over Fitzgerald and hit him 7 more times in his head while he was on the ground. So not only did he hit him, he stood over that boy, you know what I'm saying, and tore him out the frame, gave him 7 upstairs. Shortly after the shooting, Pfeffer then allegedly committed a carjacking, bro. Audio of that incident was captured on surveillance video. Get out the car, give me the keys. Give me the keys or I'll rock you, I swear to God, the suspect is heard saying. The car allegedly stole, excuse me, the car allegedly he stole was around North 30th Street and Sedgley Ave. Authorities said Pfeffer made his way almost an hour away from the scene, bro. Back to his family farm, bro. Back to his family farm in Buckingham Township, where he was arrested the next morning. According to documents, the suspect brother identified him and helped police arrest this guy. Law enforcement sources tell Action News that Pfeffer had previous run-ins with the law in Bucks County as a juvenile. He was also arrested and charged for the word T threats related to a BOMB threat at Central Bucks High School in 2021. So this young boy is the type of young boy that's sitting in his room, living in the county, bro. Nice, beautiful house. I'm going to show his crib and all that, bro. They said this guy had a farm. What was this guy doing in the middle of North? You know what I'm saying? With doing all this, basically, it was allegedly a store jammy mission going on. When the Temple cop was approaching that scene, that's when the hijacking and all that was happening, and that's what led that Temple cop to even be onto this guy. Like, who is this Peter Pan looking guy out here in the middle of Temple, out here tipping like this? So, long story short, as this is happening, the guy had his younger brother with him and somebody else. After he did all of that, bro, so he torched the cop. He stood over that boy. After he stood over him, he drove up, over towards Sedgley Avenue, bro. Come to find out, this dude dad living in Strawberry Mansion, bro. He live in Strawberry Mansion. I don't like the story just is crazy, bro. So his pop lived in Strawberry Mansion. So when he got away with the carjacking and all that, after he did what he did to the cop, this guy called his mom and begged his mom to come pick him up. His mom came from Bucks County, no questions asked, came and got him, took him back to their beautiful house and their farm and all that. They got goats and cows and all that. You know what I'm saying? He come from a silver spoon. What is this guy out here doing? And then I'm going to explain what this guy actually was out here doing. So he get back to his crib, his mom get him to the hut and all that. Then the surveillance and all of that, they come run down on him. His brother, his younger brother that was with him, testified against him. Like, yeah, that's my brother that did that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was with him. We had went down there together. Our pop lived up Strawberry Mansion and all of that. And, at the end of the day, he was out there tripping. I don't know what got into my brother. So he told on him, the guy gets booked. You dig what I'm saying? But right here, we just gonna get into a little bit of the backstory. I'm gonna play these clips from the news and we gonna get straight to it.
We all available units, make way to Temple. He's already going to Temple.
Those were the frantic moments after a Temple University police officer was shot tonight. And at this hour, police are still looking for the shooter. Good evening, I'm Aziza Schuler. City officials say the officer tried to stop a carjacking blocks away from campus when he was shot. According to the university, this is the first Temple police officer to be killed in the line of duty. Marcela Bayeto joins us live near the scene with the latest. Marcela, what can you tell us?
Aziza, we've been here on the scene for hours. Currently, we're on 18th and Montgomery Avenue. And since we've arrived here, we've seen countless first responders, officers, and the homicide unit come to the scene. Now, so far, many of them have cleared out so far, but many of the streets in the area are still blocked off. Now, according to Temple University, one of their officers was shot on West Montgomery Avenue near 17th Street. The officer died at Temple University Hospital tonight. Now, this is still a very fluid situation. We're still getting in details as we speak. The university says the officer was attempting to catch a suspect in a robbery of a convenience store at the corner of Cecil B. Moore and 15th Street. But Police Commissioner Danielle Outlaw said the shooting happened when the officer tried to intervene during a carjacking. We're still unsure if either of these incidents are connected, but many people and first responders are gathered outside of the hospital tonight, and an emotional Temple University president, Jason Wingard, spoke at the hospital just moments ago. Take a listen.
One of our beloved police officers at Temple University has lost his life tonight. I just met with his wife and his family and his fellow police officers. There are no words to convey just how heartbroken we all are.
This is happening way too much. And PPD is doing everything that we can to make sure that not only is this person responsible, taken into custody and brought to justice.
Now, officials have not released the name or the identity of the officer just yet, but this community is pretty much, surrounded by college students. We're about 10 minutes or so away from Temple University, and many of the students we spoke to tonight are devastated following this incident, and they're just fearing for their safety considering the ongoing gun violence in the area. Live in North Philly, Marcella Bayeto, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Thank you, Marcella.
This night in particular, I can already tell, bro. They thought it was, also probably one of the youngins out there, you know what I'm saying, that's from that area. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people got messed with that night, bro. Hopped out on cars getting pulled over up until they was able to, see the actual surveillance, and then obviously got in contact with the brother because they must have saw him somewhere on camera. Then after, they found out who it was, you know what I'm saying, they dropped this.
Revealing some new details about the deadly shooting of the Temple University police officer. They say the suspect's own brother helped identify him, which is how police made an arrest in less than 12 hours. Action News reporter Maggie Kent live for us now in North Philadelphia with this new information. Maggie.
Shari, we were able to look through the affidavit of probable cause that was filed, those court documents showing us that along with Miles Pfeffer, there were two other teens with him. One of them was his younger brother, and looking at surveillance video from this scene here, he was able to allegedly identify his brother as the shooter. Court documents allege on Saturday night, Miles Pfeffer, his brother, and another teen went to this smoke shop on the 1700 block of Cecil B. Moore Avenue just before 7 p.m. It was minutes before Temple University officer Christopher Fitzgerald was murdered, allegedly at the hands of 18-year-old Pfeffer. Fitzgerald followed the masked trio as he was investigating recent carjackings and robberies in the area. The two younger teens got away. Investigators say a scuffle with Pfeffer at the 1700 block of Montgomery ended when Fitzgerald was fatally shot. A 22nd district officer heard those shots and responded. Both younger teens were taken in for questioning. Court filings allege they identified Pfeffer from surveillance video of the shooting, one pointing him out as his brother. Investigators say after killing Fitzgerald, Pfeffer carjacked a man around the corner from the murder, ditching the vehicle soon after and running to 29th and Ridge Avenue. We've learned today from court filings he called his mother to come pick him up and take him back home to Buckingham Township. It's not clear if the mother knew what her son had done. She has not been charged with any crime. Pfeffer was picked up there by U.S. Marshals less than 12 hours later. He allegedly told investigators he melted down the murder weapon on the property. The wounds are still fresh for mourning community members who can't help but to think of the Fitzgerald family. Linda Douglas has worked for the Philadelphia Police Department for 11 years.
When you see something like that and the parents are still here, they're burying their son, I cried because my heart really goes out to them.
And here at the scene where there's a memorial standing, Temple University police officers have been gathering to share stories and support each other as they prepare to lay their brother in blue to rest. We're live in North Philadelphia. Maggie Kent, Channel 6 Action News.
So by this time, they like, yo, what is this guy doing down here? What is going on? So after, he had got his mom to pick him up and all that, got to their beautiful crib in Bucks County, he gets arrested. And then after he get arrested, more details come out. Bro, this guy was actually trying to be a guy from the streets. We can't really say the N-word and all that, but he was trying to be a street and these pictures right here just show exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Like, look at this guy, bro. Like, he's at his crib. His beautiful crib sitting on his basketball court. He got a joint built in the ground too. Like, this ain't one of the joints we used to roll up with the wheels on the bottom. Like, he don't come from the crates on the pole and all of that. He out there living beautiful, living off of a silver spoon, but somehow he was addicted to crime. And this is a prime example of these young boys all around the world that come from beautiful cribs and money, but they still want to be a part of the culture. But what's crazy is, bro, the guy went to CF. They booked him in the F over there with the Wolves. Now, sometimes you could be lunch meat over there being that type of guy, but most of the times, you know, it's real wreck chases on state roads. So, you know, you don't get no brownie points for praying on a week. You dig what I'm saying? Like, wolves is going to war with wolves over there. And a lot of times, long as them guys tread lightly, people will even help them type of guys. But somehow, some way, over the F, he actually got banged out over the F, bro. They banged him out. I don't know what that situation was over. It probably was something goofy. You know, he never been on state road before. He probably did something dumb like farted without, you know, not understanding that when you farting, you over the F, you in there with your celly, you gotta fart, you go sit on that toilet, you courtesy flush. If you gotta take a smash, let's say 2-3 in the morning, you courtesy flush while you smashing. You got your sheet up and all of that. But guys that don't know how to bed, they will do something, you know, like a first time guy, he might come in there and think he gonna be taking the smash regular. That'll get you banged out, hands put up on you. Somebody might give you the benefit of the doubt one time, like, bro, you got a courtesy flush, bro. It ain't no laying in your bunk and all that passing gas. You not taking no smash in the cell without courtesy flushing. Whatever the case was, unless it was one of the guys, you know, the officer that passed, unless one of his peoples was like, that's the guy right there. But I know a lot of times those high profile cases, a lot of times them guys don't be on population, especially a guy like him that, you know, he can't defend himself inside that you know what I'm saying, inside the F. So it's like, I don't know what happened, but he definitely got banged out. And I believe he still, I don't think that he went to trial with nothing yet. I do know that they had pretty much took the death penalty away. He was facing the death penalty, so I didn't see nothing as far as him getting convicted. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, he gonna get life. And he gonna go up in the mountains if he's not already up there, if he hasn't already been convicted. And then, you know, he gotta deal with what come with the mountains. You dig what I'm saying? But this was just a crazy story right here, man. This SB Twiz, the hood blogger. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Drop a comment down the bottom. Let me know what y'all think about this. And keep those requests coming, man. Keep them DMs flowing. And, you know, if you don't DM me, just join in the comment what y'all want me to touch up on. SB Twiz, the hood blogger.